Oh, awesome stuff. So getting creative. And of course, you can get all of her DIY creations on our YouTube channel. So go and check out some of her past masterpieces. Well, we have got a lot to get through on the youth sporting front. Brandon Yates, our youth sports reporter, joins us this morning with a bumper lineup. Let's do a bit of a recap first. Take us through some of the results that have been happening over the weekend.
The first result I'm going to touch on is one of the reasons why I'm not the biggest fan of Test cricket, because the third and final test between South Africa and Sri Lanka ended in a draw, and this was the third test in a row that was drawn between these sides. So basically fans went out for 9 days to watch a draw happen.
So they got a lot of cricket.
They got a lot of cricket.
The flip side of that coin, I think. But you'll get there. You're a young man. You'll get to your
We're
test
getting to
cricket.
the exciting stuff now. The three ODIs between South Africa and Sri Lanka are beginning this Saturday in Colombo, so that should be great to watch.
A lot more expensive.
And then on the local side, the J-Bay Junior Surf Pro also starts this weekend, obviously happening down in Jeffreys Bay. So if you want to see the best up-and-coming surfers in South Africa and the world, head down to Jeffreys Bay. It should be great to watch.
Always is, yeah.
And then bringing it back locally as well, the South African Under-16 Interprovincial Hockey Tournament is happening, it's been happening throughout the week, and it's coming to a conclusion this weekend. And the boys' final is happening in Johannesburg, and the girls' final is happening in Pretoria. So some great up-and-coming hockey players to watch there as well. And then finally, the Under-13 and Under-16 Craven Weeks have been happening throughout the entire week.
Been waiting for those two words,
yeah, exactly,
Craven Week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're getting there. We're getting close to the Under-18, but the Under-16 has been happening at Paul Gym over the past week, going into the weekend as well. And then the Under-18 Girls Craven Week Rugby has been happening at Northern Cape High School down in Kimberley, and that's going into the weekend as well. So plenty of youth sports action all across the country.
Yeah, and of course we had our Independent Rugby Festival taking place. Some international visitors as well.
Yeah.
Take us through the big winners.
Well, a lot of fantastic rugby has been happening down at Bishops over the last week. Like you said, the Independent Schools Rugby Festival. And that came to a conclusion yesterday with some fantastic results happening there as well. Not so much for Bishops, though. They went down 34-24 to Kingswood on the last day. So that's quite a big result for Kingswood as well. I don't think they've ever pulled off a win against Bishops. Some of the top-performing schools, Michael House pulled off a 78-7 win over Penryn. Kersney, 51-7 against St. David's. And then Hilton also pulled off a win against St. Andrews College. So all of the teams from Natal performing really well.
Oh, but a lot of history at all of those schools. You know the bragging rights are going to be enjoyed over this year. Then any top performers, someone that stood out for you?
Someone that stood out for me throughout the entire week is a Blue Bulls Under-16 centre who goes by the name of Julian Bogner. And just yesterday he scored 2 tries against the Golden Lions. So he's definitely someone to look out for in the future.
I will be watching out for that name in the future too. Thank you so much for joining us this
Pleasure.
morning. And of course we'll bring you a recap of all of the sporting results as they come in. But great to see our young stars shining on their platform.